Hi everyone, take a look at what I'm doing. Today I'm using a skin firming mask on my skin. This is a mask that's not only going to tighten and firm the skin, but is also going to clear hyperpigmentation, lighten and brighten the skin. It's a pretty easy mask to make using only two ingredients. Two ingredients for a facial mask is amazing. That makes it pretty easy to make. So this mask is also great if you have wrinkle on your hands. Good, as I said, for the face, the neck, and décolleté. So if you're interested to see how I make this mask, if you're looking for clearing blackheads and whiteheads from your skin, if you're looking to reduce wrinkles and fine lines from the skin, if you're looking to lighten and brighten the skin, or if you're just looking for a fun DIY mask to make, then this recipe is for you. So continue watching. Before I share the recipe, don't forget to shop my skincare line, ALESMAXii.com, and I'll put the link in the description box for you. We also have a variety of masks that you can also try, such as green tea mask, turmeric mask, blueberry mask, bamboo charcoal mask, and we also have some carrot mask. So check out my website for those. And now let's get into the recipe. So the first ingredient is tomato, and tomato contains lycopene. The acid from the tomato will have to get rid of hyperpigmentation on the skin. Also have to get rid of blackheads and whitehead on the skin. So what I'm going to do with the tomato, I'm going to use it as a bleaching agent, a natural bleaching agent. So I'm going to cut a small tomato in a few pieces. We are going to be extracting the juice from it. We're going to be blending. If you do not have a blender, you can choose to just crush it and squeeze the juice out. I have a blender, so I'm going to be blending it. So cutting it in small pieces for easier blending. You can use any type of tomato for this recipe. They all have lycopene and they all contain the acid that is going to help to lighten and brighten and clear pigmentation from the skin. Once I finish chopping the tomato, I'm going to reach for my blender. I'm using a small blender, adding the tomato to the blender. Now the tomato contains its own juice, so no need to add any form of a liquid. Just cover and blend. Now, after blending, take a look. Here we have the tomato puree. And this we're going to put aside and move on to my second ingredient, which is cornstarch. Cornstarch will help to tighten and firm the skin. Cornstarch also help to get rid of excess oil from the skin, making it great to use on oil-prone skin. Cornstarch is very absorbing and it will also get rid of any form of wrinkles and fine lines on the skin once used on the regular. To prepare the cornstarch, I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of the cornstarch and I'm making a cornstarch gel or it's cornstarch paste. So I'm going to take some hot water and I'm going to pour it in the cornstarch. Before I do so, I like to mix it a bit to make sure that there are no lumps in the cornstarch mixture. Now, cornstarch is not corn flour. They are two different thing. However, if you do not have cornstarch, yes, go ahead and try the flour or regular flour. So 1 tablespoon to begin of hot water. Pour this in. And we're going to slowly mix this in. You do not want to pour all the water at once. You are going to gradually add the water. Slowly add the water to the mixture. So now we're going to pour another tablespoon of water and we are gonna mix. You can also choose to do this over a double broiler, which is gonna give it even more of a gel-like consistency. You have to use water for hot water for this. If you use cold water, it is not gonna form this gel. Just think about meringue pie. This is exactly, or pecan pie. This is the gel that you get when you use the cornstarch. So take a look at it. There you have it. That is the gel. And this is what we're going to mix with our tomato. So mix and mix well. And now we have about 3 tablespoons of the cornstarch paste. And now reach back for the tomato. And I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of the tomato puree. Now, if you want to make this stronger, go ahead and use at least 2 tablespoons of the tomato. And here is a quick side note. If you want to make this into a facial scrub at this stage, go ahead and add a tablespoon of brown sugar, or go ahead and add some blended rice to it, and then you'll definitely get a scrub. However, today we're using it as a skin firming, skin brightening facial mask. So we're not adding anything else to this, just the 2 ingredients, the tomato and the cornstarch. And we're gonna mix this until it gets really, really thick. Take a look at it like this. And once this is done, you can choose to set it aside to cool, not to get cold, but just basically warm. And that is how you're gonna get the thickness from it to tighten and firm the skin. Let me pour this in a small jar. Go ahead and do the same. If you have honey, you can add a dash of honey to this recipe also, which help to get rid of bacteria from the skin. Now here we have our facial mask, a mask that you're gonna use on your face, your neck, and your décolleté. I like to use it as a skin tightening, skin brightening facial mask. It's good for wrinkles on the upper lips, the forehead wrinkles. It's good for the jawline. It's good for the neck and décolleté. Once you totally cover your face with it, leave it on for at least 30 minutes. It's a fast drying mask, so do not go ahead and rinse it off before 30 minutes. Let it sit, get the full benefit of it. And once that is done, guys, you are going to rinse off, preferably with cold water. Before you rinse off, go ahead and exfoliate like I'm doing here, just moving our hands in circular motion like I'm showing in the video right now. And then guess what? Rinse, pat dry, and reveal beautiful looking skin. This is good to use at least 2 to 3 times per week for best results.